I remember when I lost my mind.
What's up, everybody? This is the one, aka Jodeci Dion on YouTube, and I'm bringing you my final E3 2010 video, Sony's conference. First, let me say that Sony met my basic standards, surprises, and meeting expectations. So, on the one scale, I would give them a passing grade. But let's go further into their conference, man. Their conference was almost pointless. It served no real purpose other than promoting product from the Sony conglomerate and kissing the hardcore gamers' asses. Both of these are not going to help them turn around the PS3 and make it the best-selling console this generation. And I'll tell you why. First, let's look at Sony's surprises. Their big announcement of the conference was pretty much that one, Gran Turismo 5 will finally come out this year in November. Two, Valve is finally making PS3 games, with the first one being Portal 2. Gran Turismo 5, despite how good it's going to be and how much money it actually will make for Sony finally, this is almost a little bit too late. I don't know anyone except for hardcore Sony fans who really care about this game finally coming out. If you like racing games, you've probably already moved on to 360 just because they've had so many come out and so frequently. This may be the flagship of, racers, but still, man, damn. So the announcement of the game is actually bittersweet. You're happy that it's finally coming out, but at the same time, do I even really care right now? Next, we have the announcement that Valve's making Portal 2 for PS3. This is big news because Valve so far has been an Xbox exclusive company. And so now they're working on PS3 games, PS3 versions of their games. But I think PS3 fans want Left 4 Dead. Yeah, Portal 2 is a big game, and it's have PC roots, and everybody wants it. But the game that people want, the game that's making all the money, is Left 4 Dead franchise. It's on 360. So the PS3 is not gonna get that franchise. What's the damn point of Valve making games for them? Sony started off their conference showing a game that's not coming out till next year, Killzone 3. That's not really a problem, but the main issue was this is their flagship title for their whole new 3D approach. The main issue with Sony's 3D approach is it's going to cost you, the consumer, more money than you're willing to spend to truly, fully appreciate what you're getting. And it seemed real pointless after Nintendo just showed they can do 3D without the need of glasses, without the need of buying any extra hardware. What I mean is, to fully appreciate the 3D you're seeing on these PS3 games, you're going to need a Sony new 3D television. Just not hitting the market at, 2 and 3 Gs. You're also going to have to buy a pair of 3D glasses. And the more people witnessing the 3D, the more glasses you're going to need. These glasses are already costing $300 a pair. So you have a family of 4 to experience Killzone 3D in all its majesty. You're going to pay $3,000 for a new television. Up to $1,200 for 4-player glasses. There's no game alive that's that good for you to buy all that equipment for it. Even though I was impressed with Sorcery and the way it used PlayStation Move, Sony's plan for the PlayStation Move is wrong. Basically, everything they showed was for the gamers they already had. They're hardcore gamers. If you're trying to get into that new market, you need games that really speak to them, not hardcore versions of Wii games. You need to slowly but surely, progression in there. You need to get them in with a certain style and then move them up. Assuming that Wii owners who have been playing Wii versions of motion control games are not going to jump on the PS3 because it's HD, because they have hardcore motion control games. It's ludicrous. No one's going out to buy a new PS3 system and buy all those bundles to play all those games. And believe me, the beauty of motion controls is having multiple people playing them. And so, like I said, someone who already has a Wii is going to upgrade to a PS3 $299 system and then buy what, 3 or 4 controller sets? No way in hell they're doing that. There's too much money needing to be used for these experiences, and Sony really didn't think that through. Also, you throw in the fact that everything you showed was a hardcore interpretation of a game they would play. You could have left that at the store. You know what I'm saying? Your hardcore gamers already have PS3s. They're not going to buy another one just to get Move. They already have the PS3. So you'll sell Move to all your hardcore gamers, but you're not going to sell any systems, leaving you dead last. Next is their focus on the PSP. Nintendo was already going to the next generation of handhelds with the 3DS. Where's the PSP 2? If you're really serious about fighting them, and Apple, don't forget Apple, with the iPad, the iPhone, the 4G iTouch, where's the PSP 2? You lost this round, okay? I understand you're trying to get any residual money you can, but you lost this round. Having a little ghetto black kid talking smack on TV is not going to help you catch the DS. You lost. And now that Nintendo's already took over E3 with the 3DS, you lost the next generation because you're going to be behind. So why have a 20-minute, 30-minute segment about the PSP when that's all it's done? It's like Nintendo having GameCube games there, or Microsoft showing Xbox games. That's done. It's over. Deal with it. You lost. Not to be outdone by Microsoft's exclusive deal with Activision, Sony decided to make exclusive deals with EA and Ubisoft. Basically, they'll be getting collector's edition bundles with some of the games for Dead Space, some EA games, and I believe Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That's cool and all, but basically you're telling me that the exclusive deal you have with those companies, as a consumer, what I get to pay $20 more for a game when I can buy the game for Xbox and pay $20 less? I mean, is that my big deal? People don't want to pay a lot of money up front. So to get that content, I gotta buy what? An $89 game now? A $79 game? No. Let me buy my game regular price and then wait months later to get the other content for $10, $15. Once again, Sony wants you to spend money. Everything Sony's throwing at you is about spending more money. Moving on, another way Sony dropped the ball was the lack of games. Well, the lack of must-have exclusive title games. Sony showed a lot of games at a conference. 12 of them was multiplats. The same games you can get on the 360. The games they showed that are exclusive for them are either coming out next year, that have been heavily delayed, or just weren't that spectacular. Are you guys really that hyped for Heroes on the Move? A whole bunch of B characters in a game, and it's not even a fighter? Finally, when the biggest moment of your conference is the imaginary spokesman talking longer than he should, something's wrong. And I mean, he didn't even come out and say, "Hey, we got a new game. I'm presenting it for you." No, it's basically to stroke the egos of Sony fanboys. Let them know that they're good. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're good. You'll be all right. No. Even though he was funny, it was pointless. You know the difference between Kobe and LeBron? People have to tell you LeBron is great or how great he will be. Kobe shows you he's great by winning championships. That's the difference between Nintendo and Sony. Nintendo shows you they're great. Sony tries to tell you how great they are. So in the end, Sony didn't cover anything they needed to cover. No new hardware for the PSP line. No games for the casual gamers you want to attract. The games you showed for your hardcore gamers, they're not coming out till later this year or next year. What was the damn point of your conference? Overall, a big waste of time. This is the one. Peace.